Got some good pieces out here if you're looking to buy. More inside. I don't claim to be the best blacksmith in Whiterun.
Dr. Davis.
Got that honor. Man's steel is legendary. All I ask is a fair chance.
The helmet has been the staple of safety for thousands of years. Ancient people quickly found out that putting a layer of tough material around your head could greatly reduce serious injury, especially during war. Metal helmets have been used around the world to protect soldiers, and this supply of helmets was supported by blacksmiths. Back then, smithing was less of a science and more of an art, and style and craftsmanship was valued as much as practicality and performance. For our project, we wanted to make a helmet like the ones used by commoners during the Middle Ages. Helmets were created by forming sheets of steel into curved shapes by repeatedly hitting them, often assisted by a heating element. Helmets were sometimes formed from one contiguous sheet of metal, but forming separate parts and joining them thermally or mechanically made it easier on the smith. Our plan was to make a hemispherical helmet by cutting out 4 quadrants, shaping them into a spherical shape, and joining them with mechanical fasteners. Since we're all beginners, we chose to make it out of aluminum for war for freedom. To start the process, we used a 1/8 sphere pattern to draw the quadrants on our sheet, and we cut them out using a bandsaw. The sheets came out slightly jagged, and since we did not feel like getting tetanus, we used a grinder to smooth them out.
Might get some a little more coarse.
Yeah,
Actually, shooting it, that's already doing the job.
Alright. Yeah, aluminum's really soft, so it's easier to...
The next part involved forming the pieces. This was the hardest part of the process. We needed a spherical mold that the sheet metal could sink into, but there was not anything like that available, so we improvised by putting a depression into the sandbag and forming the metal around that. The sandbag was not stiff enough to take the force of the hammer, and it kept flattening out, so we experimented by forming it on curved pieces of wood. Making spherical curves also requires specialized tools like doming hammers, so we had to rely on hammers with large heads. These limitations made it difficult to get a perfectly symmetrical shape throughout. After working on the pieces for a few hours, we were able to shape them enough to fit together. We joined them by drilling holes in the sheet with a hand drill and putting bolts through them and securing them with nuts.
One is longer than the other. Alright. Mechanical fasteners.
To add some decoration, we cut out and attached a small visor on the front and a spike on the top. There is a reason why smiths devoted their lives to this art. It takes a lot of time and skill to make a good helmet, and we still have a lot to learn. If we were to attempt this project again, we would invest in some specialized equipment and perhaps use a blowtorch to help form the metal. This helmet would not be effective in a real scenario, but it was fun to make.
Tip. Alright, next. The safest baseball cap you'll ever see. All aluminum.
Protects up to 150 mile an hour fastballs.
Bulletproof.
It's not bulletproof.
It's bulletproof.
It's ball-proof.
It's Kevlar.
It's
Reinforced.
Kevlar.
You just can't see it. Oh yeah.
Pretty be careful. I don't want to see my work squandered.